now my splashy second unit. And let me know what you guys think about this second unit. That will consist of Seth Curry at the 2, Shake at the 1, Danny Green is going to be at the 3, Simmons at the 4, Dwight Howard at the 5, and that is all shooting, okay? And that is going to be that 3-point shooting between Curry, Milton, and Green is going to be splash, splash, drip, drip, splash, splash, drip, drip. Now let me know what you guys think about that. Of course, it's going to be some defensive liabilities in there with Seth, but Dwight is going to be a lockdown. Shake can guard multiple positions as well, but that is when we need, you know, to catch up from a deficit to maintain. What's up? What's poppin'? Welcome back to my channel, guys. Welcome to the first day of Vlogmas, which means it's December. It's the countdown to Christmas. It's the countdown to the NBA season. So you guys are gonna be getting a video from me every single day. Are you excited or are you excited? So let me know what you want to see out of these videos. Of course, I'm going to be giving you guys Sixers and Eagles talk, but if there's anything else you want to hear, let me know, and I'm going to try to give you guys some cool vlogs when I'm out and about on the town doing what I do, you know, my sports reporting, up and coming, you know, sports commentator, your favorite sports girl, whatever. So guys, today we're talking about the Sixers lineups. Yes, lineups, not just the starting lineup. We're gonna be talking about the starting lineup. We're gonna be talking about the second unit, third unit, the closing lineup, you know, closing out these close games we're gonna be in, because the East is loaded. And what I love about these lineups, guys, the Sixers, we have so many different options we can do with these lineups. We got so many different combinations. I'm saying what you want. You tell me what you want. It's gonna be like Burger King. What you want? You want a Ben 1? You want a Ben 3? You want a Tobias 3? Or you want a number 4 Tobias? Tobias 4, Tobias 3, Ben 1, Ben 2, Tyrese 2, Tyrese 1. What you want? What you want? You get what you want. We got so many different options. So make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, and we'll get right into the video. So guys, when we're getting into the lineups, we're gonna have to automatically assume that, well, I'm gonna automatically assume, you guys can assume whatever you want, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna assume we're gonna have Ben or EMBIID on the court at all times. Since we didn't go and get that veteran guard yet, we will have Ben, at least Ben or EMBIID is going to be on the court at all times, and you will see that in my lineups, okay? Because they are the ones who are like the driving forces of the team, the most dominant players on the team. So let's get into my starting lineup, potentially the Sixers starting lineup. Obviously, we would have that man, Ben Simmons, in his new shot, because I am confident in him getting a new shot. His new shot would be playing point guard, but of course we know he could play the small forward or the power forward. But of course, Ben Simmons is going to be on the starting spot. I mean, that's an obvious, whether he's playing at the 1 or whether he's, you know, shaking it up and getting versatile, but we can assume Ben is going to be starting point guard. Obviously, EMBIID is going to be starting at the 5. Of course, he wasn't really motivated last season. He said that after he saw JJ and after he saw Jimmy leave, he wasn't really that motivated. Now, should he have been motivated? Yes, regardless. You still out there making mega meals. You better be motivated regardless. But he is fired up and ready to go this season. So, of course, EMBIID is our lock at the starting 5 position. Of course, Tobias Harris, whether you love him, whether you hate him, he is going to be starting at the 4. And Tobias Harris, I know his numbers fell off a little bit in the postseason, but he had his best season playing with Doc Rivers. And now that Doc Rivers is back coaching him, we can expect to see Tobias really take off. So Tobias is obviously going to be at that power, well, not obviously, but he's going to be at the power forward position, starting there at the number 4. Now, the number 3 and the number 2 position is where we get kind of like in a debate. So I'm going to assume Danny Green is going to be starting at the small forward position. Danny Green is a guy who started for the last 2 NBA champions. He started for the Lakers, he started for the Raptors, and of course Danny Green's, you know, his numbers slipped to about 37% shooting from beyond the arc last season, but he is a career 40+% shooter from the 3. He's great at the catch and shoot, and he can defend multiple positions, and he is seasoned. Now I know it's a question of, you know, maybe Matisse playing in that role, but we know what Danny can do. Yes, he got cold feet in the bubble. His shot was broken in the bubble, but we know what Danny can do. And until we see more consistency from these younger guys, it's going to be Danny holding down that 3%, number 3 spot. Danny Danger locking down the number 3. Now the number 2 is where it gets dicey. It's really between Seth Curry and Shake Milton. Now obviously Shake had to step in and make, you know, he had to take on a big role for the Sixers in the postseason. But, you know, he's not a career starter, and neither is Seth Curry. But Seth Curry is older, and Seth Curry does have more tenure. He's older, so his numbers are more reliable. Seth Curry does shoot 48% on the catch and shoot 3%, and he is a 40% plus 3-point shooter. Seth is also like a sharpshooter kind of guy. He can break down defenses, trick defenses with his shot, and that is just going to be extreme spacing. Having Danny and Seth on the court with Joel Embiid is going to be extreme spacing for Embiid. And what were they begging for? Spacing, and that's extra space you would get with Seth. But the downside of having Seth at the 2 starting over Shake is that Seth is of course going to be a defensive liability, and because he only really can guard one position, and if it's not a size matchup, because he is a smaller dude, it's not a good size matchup, he will obviously get exposed on the defensive end. And obviously Doc Rivers said that, you know, this team is going to be defensive minded, so obviously Shake can guard more positions than Seth Curry can. Even if his shot isn't as consistent as Seth, he can do that. So it's the toss up between Seth and Shake. Now what do you guys think, Seth or Shake? Obviously Seth will open up so many things, having Seth, Tobias, and Danny out there open up so many things. It'll help out Tobias, take some load off of him if we have, you know, that sharpshooter of Seth out there. But let me know what you guys think. So I'm thinking probably we're going to see Shake start, just because, you know, he has that experience with the team. He's been with the team for a couple of years now, and like I said, they said they want a more defensive minded team, and obviously Seth doesn't really bring that at all. So right now we're looking at Danny Danger, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, Shake or Steph. I like Seth. I like the splashiness we would get, but I'm thinking Doc is going to go with Shake. But let me know what you guys think. But that's our starting lineup. Get the buckets. Get the buckets. Get the buckets. Win the games. Win the game. These other slames. These other slames. We gonna claim that trophy. Now let's get into the second unit, which is almost just as important as the starting team. Now, if Seth isn't starting, Seth is going to be obviously that 6th man, okay? And we know Doc puts a lot of emphasis on the 6th man. He has coached multiple 6th men of the year. In the last 7 years, obviously Montrez and Lou Will has won multiple 6th men of the year. So even if Seth is playing, coming off the bench, he is going to be that instant offense off of the bench. And obviously Seth is going to be the leader pretty much of the number 2 unit. So if Seth comes off the bench, we can expect to see crazy numbers from him still, because we know Doc puts a lot of emphasis on that 6th man, like I'm Lil Will. I told you guys before. So let's get into this second unit, possibly featuring Seth Curry. So I have 2 second units. One is like that splashy, I like to see fun. This is my second unit. And then I have the most like probably, you know, play it safe second unit. So let's go with the most balanced second unit. And that includes Seth Curry, Shake, Steak and Shake, Matisse, Ben Simmons, and Dwight Howard. Now, obviously, we're going to have a splashy backcourt in Seth Curry and Shaky MILTON. I guess that's my nickname for him. And then we have the defensive three of Matisse, Simmons, and Dwight Howard. Also, Curry and Seth having that splashy backcourt, even though they're going to be defensive liabilities, with Dwight out there and Dwight not really being that scorer, having those two splashy guys in the backcourt is going to open up a lot. So Seth gonna have his own little splash bro unit with him and Shake. So having Dwight out there, you definitely have to add that extra splash. So we will see maybe Simmons moving to the 3, Seth at the 1, not Seth at the 1, Shake at the 1, Seth at the 2, Dwight Howard at the 5, Matisse at the 4, Ben at the 3, and Dwight Howard at the 5. That is the most balance. Now, my splashy second unit, and let me know what you guys think about this second unit. That will consist of Seth Curry at the 2, Shake at the 1, Danny Green is going to be at the 3, Simmons at the 4, Dwight Howard at the 5, and that is all shooting, okay? And that is going to be that 3-point shooting between Curry, Milton, and Green is going to be splash, splash, drip, drip, splash, splash, drip, drip. Now let me know what you guys think about that. Of course, it's going to be some defensive liabilities in there with Seth, but Dwight is going to be a lockdown. Shake can guard multiple positions as well, but that is when we need, you know, to catch up from a deficit, to maintain a lead. We definitely want to have that splashy unit option, and that splashy unit is going to be super fun to watch. I'm talking threes, I'm talking lobs, okay? Now let's talk about my closing, my final closer lineup. Now we gotta have the Sixers are like, every team needs a closer. Like, that guy's on the court to maintain a lead, make sure the other team doesn't creep back up on that lead, or to eat up a lead late down the stretch. Obviously Seth is looking like our most wet guy, our most fluid, our most splashiest guy shooting. So of course in my closing team, my closer, I definitely have Seth Curry on that team. Now let me talk about the rest of my closer lineup. Of course, Danny Green, Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, and Joel Embiid, okay? So in this lineup, it's pretty much the starting lineup, but Seth Curry is definitely going to be in that lineup versus Shake Milton, because Seth is a more reliable bucket. 48% catch and shoot, he's a more reliable bucket than Shake. So if Seth's not starting, he's definitely closing for the 76ers. So guys, let me know what you think about this lineup. I gave you guys a couple of different lineups. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have a lineup combination that I didn't mention. Also, I know I didn't mention Tyrese Maxey. It'll be interesting to see where he gets plugged and played in. Obviously, he's going to be getting plenty of play time. I just didn't do a lineup with like the younger guys, but we would definitely expect to see him. Obviously not starting, but we would definitely expect to see him, you know, coming in. Shake, Seth, and Tyrese are all combo guards who's going to be getting involved in different lineup situations. So obviously these are all the lineups. These are just a couple that I came up with for different situations. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like this video, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, and stay tuned, because like I said, every single day I'm coming at your head with a video, because it's Christmas time and it's like the advent calendar of Simone with the Sports. So I'll talk to you guys next time.